Who doesn't love leaving the garden center with a hanging basket in full bloom? However, plants left in their nursery pots through the growing season will likely have fewer flowers and dry out faster. By upgrading your plants to a decorative planter, you not only provide them with a nice facelift, but also with more room to grow through the growing season. Now I'm going to show you transplanting into our new Weave self-watering planter. So the first thing that you'll do is use some pre-moistened potting mix. I'm using our Gardener Supply self-watering potting mix and kind of pre-moisten your soil. You'll then want to add in some of our organic flower fertilizer, and this is a slow-release granular fertilizer that'll keep your flowers blooming for another 6 to 8 weeks. And you'll want to use about a half cup for 1 20-quart bag of potting soil. And just kind of mix that in. The next step is to fill your self-watering container about 3/4 of the way full with soil. And with these self-watering planters, you really want to make sure that you fill these little feet here with soil, and that'll allow the water to wick up from the reservoir into the rest of the soil. So now that your new container is about 3/4 of the way full, what you'll do is snip the hangers off your nursery pot, slide your plant out of the plastic container, and then we're going to use this one to kind of create a depression in our new planter. So just kind of push this down into the soil and then backfill around the edges. Now you can remove the nursery pot and you have a nice kind of space here to put your new plant. I actually like to hold on to these to save for transplanting up some of my seedlings or repotting houseplants. Another nice way to recycle these is bringing them back to garden centers. A lot of garden centers will accept them and recycle them from there. So the next thing you'll do is take your plant and just loosen up the roots a little bit here and then place it into the nice kind of hole that you've just created and then firm it up into the new container. And then I like to go back and kind of backfill in a little bit extra just to make sure you're having enough soil in there and that's making good contact with the roots. Now you'll just give the plant a little bit of a drink to make sure that the soil's nice and settled in there. Now your plant will have more room to spread its roots through the growing season and also some food to keep it going. So now your plant has been upgraded from its nursery pot into one of our decorative hanging planters. Also, it has this water-saving liner to hold on to moisture and ease some of the water stress. And it'll look really attractive in its nice, bright and colorful new decorative planter.